Oh, the music or something. Wait, is there a game on now?
I think there's a game in 30 minutes. I think.
Oh yeah, because they're playing. Okay, yeah. So they're playing in Houston today, and they're playing in LA.
There we go. And then there's
Okay.
Lakers Timberwolves tonight. Yeah.
Uh-huh. I think both these series going to close out because Curry hasn't had the best games.
I don't know. There was the one game he ended the first quarter with 2 points and he finished with 36. So I mean,
Hmm.
he can cook. They
He
don't call him
can,
Chef Curry for no reason.
but if he has 36, that means if he only has two, somebody else is scoring.
True.
And if you shift that defense, oh, 36. Damn, damn, damn. That was fast. Oh, what's up, people? I didn't know. I didn't think I'd be live. Um, yeah, I'm Austin.
And it's your
Yeah.
boy Mike.
Yes, indeedy. Wrote graffiti on the bus. What you sipping on, man?
And man, as a victory, Wade Winston Wilson. Since I had called it, as y'all see by the title of the episode, I called it. I called the gentleman's sweep for Bucks Pacers. Bucks fought hard, but Pacers were a little bit too fast. That was a shot at Evan. Well, what I'm actually sipping on. Another local one here. Crazy can art on this one. It's called High Creek. It's basically a high C fruit punch flavored sour beer. It is everything y'all are thinking of. It's not too punchy on the fruit punch flavor. You do get a little bit of the sour beer notes on the back end, but definite cool can art, definite fly sipper for some of this warmer weather coming up. But I don't talk too much about what I'm sipping on, man. What you over there sipping on?
I got tequila and Coca-Cola.
Had to cleanse my had to cleanse my palate after that. Evan was just sitting there like, oh, you ain't even gonna talk about me, huh?
I told y'all. Yeah, man. You know, wow, they got the Timberwolves plus five and a half. That's crazy. But yeah, man. Let's start with some soccer, yo. No, okay, let's start with some UFC first.
Okay.
UFC's been kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Meow, meow.
Hmm.
Y'all need to start tuning in. The next pay-per-view, okay, maybe. But
So I got my
oh,
notepad down, man.
okay. Actually, Anthony Smith retired, and he should have because anytime he fights, I bet on the other guy, and he got knocked out in the first round. Yep. But UFC 315. No, bad. Let's do okay. Personally, I'm waiting until UFC 316 to start buying stuff again.
Okay.
Sean O'Malley versus Murad rematch. You got Kayla Harrison that's fighting Pena in the co-main. That should be a pretty good top two. But the rest of the card looks legit. Looks like Chito Vera at he has a fight. I think it's the main. No, it's the last card on the prelim.
Hmm.
So yeah, there's some fighters there. Joshua Vaughn's in there. Um, Bruno Silva. So yeah, that should be a good pay-per-view. Then
Hmm.
after that, in Atlanta, which I'm thinking about going, Usman versus Buckley. Then and that's free fight night. That'll be on June 14th. June 21st, Jamal Hill versus Roundtree. Free again. 318, we got Max Holloway and Dustin Poirier. So
Hmm.
that little stretch, I will be tuning
We're gonna be in there.
in. Yep. And if you're trying to go to the Atlanta fight, use the passcode Georgia. Tickets go on sale tomorrow.
Snap. There we go.
Uh, Soccer.
Also, when was that for the Georgia one? For the Atlanta one?
June 14th.
So I just
Yep.
wanted to point out about the real IDs. So if y'all are planning to go for that travel wise, make sure y'all get y'all real ID situation squared away because I believe um, without a real ID, you will not be able to board flights
Mm-hmm.
after. I think it's like what
Mm-hmm.
May 7th, May 15th, somewhere in there.
Yep. Yeah, I was. If you got a passport? you good.
True. That's
But
basically the same as a real ID.
yeah, but definitely get your real ID. So I need to get mine soon, or I may just wait till after. Just so I think the rush is
Probably,
about to start
probably
soon.
same here. It's a little too busy over here. So
Yeah, that
probably.
rush gonna be crazy.
Besides, the wife and I love driving anyway, so it's just like we ain't really gonna be bored no flights anytime
No,
soon. So
true.
I get it.
Right. They be sending
But yeah, we get
they
on
be
the soccer joint.
they be sending me on trips whenever they want to now. Yo, that stuff be weird. Hey man, can you be in Connecticut? When? In 2 weeks. Hey yo, my man. My man. All right.
Sound,
Can you be in Orlando? When? In a month?
sound like my old boss. Uh, my old boss when I was at the old call center in South Charlotte, man, he messed around and have to go to different sites. So like that'd be one week we had a site in Wichita, Kansas. He'd be over there, and then he'd fly down to Houston because we had a site there, and we fly back to Charlotte, check on his site, fly all the way down to Puerto Rico, fly all the way back. It's like, how do you even manage
Like
your own life?
what are we
How do
doing
you
right
plan
now?
for all of that?
Losing.
But yeah, what you
Man,
got for soccer?
when is May 6th?
Said May 6th.
May that doesn't know
May
no
6th is next
next week.
Tuesday.
Yep, cool. I'll take them a bonus bet for lose it. Soccer, man. Champions League, man. PSG versus Arsenal. PSG won 1-0.
That is a game I did catch some good segments of.
That was fast. But if you wanted even more speed, physicality, more flair, yo, Barcelona versus Inter. Here's how the first 30 seconds started. Pass, 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 pass. The ball goes into like the right side. Dumfries has it. He passes it in, right? Like he crosses it. Back heel, back towards the goal. Thuram hits it with the back of his heel, corner of the goal. First 30 seconds of the game. 20 minutes later, 20 minutes later, Inter scores again. Now they're up 2-0.
Mhm.
Barcelona wakes up. Yamal's like what? I think he's 18 years old, maybe. No. 17. He's 17 years old. My man was like,
Even a full grown adult.
my man was like crossing people up, making people fall, spinning on the ball. He shot
Yeah,
it through like a group of people, hit the
yeah.
post, bounces in. 2-1. Time keeps on going. Torres scored. Now it's 2-2. It's not even halftime yet. It's not even halftime yet. It's been like bing, 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 going crazy, right?
Yeah.
Second half starts. Kind of going back and forth. Inter starts doing stuff, whatever. Their passing was so nice. It was like pass, pass. It was so smooth, like stopping, hitting it with like the outside, like the foot, curving, pass around. They were, um, they got a corner kick. Dumfries heads it in. Boom. 64th minute, Inter's up 3-2. 65th minute, Rafinha shoots from like way. Okay, you know how there's like a big box, right?
Yeah.
And there's like a semicircle on top.
Yeah.
Imagine like 5 feet past that,
Past that.
rocket shot hits the crossbar, bounces off the back of the goalie while he's in the air trying to block it, goes in. 3-3 within a minute. It was about to be 4-3 in the 83rd minute, but old dude was offside by a toe.
Oh.
So the game was 3-3, but man, I was like, yo, I was going crazy. So if y'all get a chance, go watch those highlights or go watch the whole game back. That was crazy.
If I can catch it, I'll probably try to catch the entire game because why not? But I'll definitely check
Yeah.
out the highlights. But the that previous game, I was actually able to catch. Man, impressive defense from both teams. Uh, like there is a reason why the score was 1-0, but definitely impressive
Yeah.
defense. Like there was times I was just like, oh snap, oh snap, he running the field, and all of a sudden he's just surrounded.
Yep. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? So Yeah, so the second leg of those will be next week. Arsenal and PSG play Wednesday. Inter and Barcelona play Tuesday. The aggregate winners of those playing the finals.
Gotcha.
Mm,
But yeah, from what I was able to watch and experience, y'all definitely go check out some of these Champion League games.
yeah, if you try and get into the soccer, Champions League.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man, why that remind me of when I went with you one of them Charlotte FC games and Charlotte FC scored while we was in line for our concessions. I was like, that's what we doing? I didn't even get to get my nachos, man.
None of that, yo. Yeah, man. Okay, so here's the times of the score, right? The Rams scored 1 minute. Dumfries scores 22nd or the 21st minute. Yamal scores 24th minute. Torres scores 38th minute. Dumfries scores again 63rd minute, and there's an own goal in the 65th minute. So yeah, yeah,
That's some Mario Striker stuff right there, man.
yeah. The speed of it was just crazy. So
Yeah,
you
I'm
gotta
about
check
to
it
check it
out.
out.
But yeah, this shit might be quick. NFL draft. How was your team's draft?
My team's draft was interesting. For those that don't know, I should be wearing the Broncos hat here. Um, but my team's draft was interesting. There was no standouts, but there was definite pieces, necessary pieces picked. Like it was a smart draft, but thanks to where we were drafting, we couldn't really get any standouts, if that makes sense.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, we were a playoff team, so I believe we were drafting like 22nd or something like
You're
that.
basically
So
picking up pieces.
yeah. Um the biggest part was our round one getting a corner.
Mhm.
That's going to be a great help for Patrick Surtain because, again, Patrick Surtain, probably one of the greatest new age corners of this new era I've
Probably
seen
the best.
play. And again, stats wise, passes thrown his way have a lower quarterback rating than just dirting the ball every single play. However, our defensive backfield was just Patrick Surtain because again, we had to let go of headhunting Kareem Jackson. We had to let him go. Uh, so he was basically on an island by himself, like doing his job and like doing it well enough to where the rest of our defense can kind of assist. But there was definitely a gap in that backfield. So us getting a corner in the first round was great. Um, Added another running back and uh, what was the other? Oh, we got two additional edge rushers. So they're definitely looking at trying to beef up the defense again and bring back some more Orange Crush with a little sprinkle of no fly zone, what they're calling no fly zone 2.0, which I'm in love with that. But as far as like any super standout names, really we definitely didn't get those. But I do love position wise, I do love the picks that we made. I'm gonna say, what about
I
you and
think for
then
the
and them
Panthers,
Pelicans?
it made sense, right? So like, all right, eighth spot is just gonna be BPA.
Mm-hmm.
We got T Mac. Okay, so now wide receivers right now at this moment. T Mac, XL, got Coker, you got Thielen, you got David Moore. Not bad. Not
Great
bad.
pieces,
You got two,
especially for a younger team.
yep, you got two vets, and you got three really young dudes,
Mm-hmm.
two big bodies. And then like like you got Coker, who's I think maybe yeah, he's I think is really
Everybody's
good.
gonna be
Really
sleeping
good.
on Coker. Although y'all Coker fans need to pick a new fan base name, please.
Oh no. Uh-uh. Nope. His mom messed up. His mom said, "Hey, we need like a fan base name or something." And everybody said the Cokeheads. This is the internet, lady. Stop it. You know what it was. We coked up right here, yo.
Well, but I agree. Coker is
Every time you get a
definitely.
touchdown, I'm telling him to line it up.
Ooh, we
But
then how long before they start referencing Robin Thicke's song "Blurred Lines"?
they won't. They won't.
But yeah, I do agree. Coker
But
is a very underrated player that I believe he's going. I think he's going to take off this season. Honestly,
he would have took off last season if they would have started him.
played him more.
And you know what's
I
crazy?
agree.
Xavier Legette had a wrist injury going into the season, so
I'm
he got
still
that cleaned
playing.
up.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then the next round is like, you know what we need? Edge rushers. Let's get two of them.
Hmm.
All right, let's go get a nose tackle. Okay, let's you know, we need a safety. Yep, let's get one of them. We don't really need him. Let's get ETN from Georgia, a running back who
Hmm.
can catch a little bit. Oh, you know what we may need for the future? A young slot receiver. Let's get Jimmy Horn from Colorado. Like, so I can't say that the draft was bad. I can't say it was fantastically great, like the best of all time, but it made sense. And that's all you wanted to do. Just makes sense. What do we need?
Hmm.
We need that. All right. Can you get that? I got that. Cool.
Hmm.
What's next? Him. All
Yeah.
right. Why didn't you get an offensive tackle? Because we picked up Icky's fifth year option and we still have Taylor Moton.
A team I did not watch for because I tend to watch for them since uh Beth had picked them was Jacksonville. So let me go look at
How do you feel
them.
about the Travis Hunter trade?
I actually didn't even know that. Oh, wait, the team traded up to get Travis Hunter?
Hmm.
Mm. Mm.
It's like,
Mm.
you know what? I
I'll put it like this. I'll put it like this. Yes, and I mean, if he ends up kind of turning out to be a weapon that can be used for Trevor, sure. Or not Trevor. Well, because he can play wide receiver or corner, right?
yeah, so the thing is like what I gather with him is he can play both, but he's on a team where he would never be the one, which makes him extremely versatile. Because if not, they would be stuck with Graham, which I don't think they need somebody on defense, really, right?
Well, looking at Jacksonville's draft, let's see. Yeah, Travis Hunter. That Ransaw was another corner. Had an offensive guard. I honestly feel like Jacksonville should have went a little bit heavier on offensive line. I mean, that's why they lost Trevor Lawrence last year.
You think they're picking
Uh,
anybody up in free agency?
I think they did for some offensive line positions. Actually, yes, I do remember seeing some. I was like, yeah, okay. Linebacker, safety, center. Okay. Couple of additional running backs can also help too. And then weren't you saying they could be getting Brian Thomas?
No. So like they have Brian Thomas as their one. But Travis Hunter was not better than Brian Thomas or
Well,
Brian
I
Thomas
agree.
Jr.
Well, I was
But
saying at least for Trevor Lawrence, basically running an offense that is way different than how it was ran last year. Those can be those can be some helpful weapons. But I was like, if you put Travis Hunter on defense, it's like I don't think defense was really Jacksonville's problem all that much. I mean, those are kind of backfield players, I guess you could say, but I don't think Jacksonville's defense was all that much the problem basically until like the end of the season where they had just given up.
I
And
do, but that also linked with, I mean, for at least in my opinion, they linked with a generational talent. Let's roll the dice because if it doesn't work,
that's fair.
we're gonna blow it up and get a quarterback next year anyway, because that's the quarterback draft.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
I ain't never seen a
It
Heisman that
might
did
be.
both.
I'll put it like this. He will be a weapon either way. I feel like he would be a more useful weapon on the offense than the defense.
Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, the pick itself is like, boy, he traded up to get. Okay, let's. Let's see what it do.
But you know what's crazy? I think the Browns needed Travis Hunter more than the damn Jaguars. And I'm like, you traded out of for what?
Isn't this the most Cleveland Browns thing ever?
No, the most Cleveland Browns thing ever is drafting two quarterbacks late in the draft.
What drafting the worst one before the better one too.
Like, what are y'all doing? Oh man, like okay, like Shador
I
Sanders,
think they
man.
have like a six quarterback QB room now, right?
Oh, it's either 6 or 5. It's something high. Like Watson's in there, Flacco's in there, Pickett, and the two draft picks.
And then there are two draft picks, so it's five. Yeah, they have to weed through all that. And let's
Oh
be
man.
real, they can't give up on Deshaun because of his contract, and you're not giving up on old man Flacco.
Oh no,
So
they may have to. They may have to. Mm.
this is the most Cleveland Browns thing ever. Oh goodness. Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I
Um,
do know
should go
the Raiders did make some good picks based on what moves they've already done, trades and free agency wise, and all of that. The Raiders did make some decent picks, and the Seahawks also made some decent picks. Um, the team I'm still wondering about, which I mean, I guess we'll see their performance next season. How about them Saints, man? Because, like we pointed out last week, the other three teams in your division have all improved or shown sparks of hope, and they all drafted well.
The Saints are waiting for next year because Arch Manning is coming out, and then the quarterback for LSU is the offensive coordinator's son.
Mm,
Mm, mm. So as I
about them,
realized that, I was like, oh, yeah, y'all trying to tank. Y'all trying to tank.
I'm about to say they're just gonna be going through the motions.
Because they picked up a quarterback, and I was like, who the fuck is that? All right, y'all trying not to get fined. Gotcha. Gotcha. And then the Steelers makes me think, y'all waiting on Aaron Rodgers. That's it.
Wait, Didn't they pick up my boy from Louisville, Tyler Shuck?
They did. But when you keep passing on a quarterback and your quarterbacks are Mason Rudolph and Skylar Thompson, you waiting on Aaron Rodgers. Because all those quarterbacks came back around at least
Yeah,
twice.
Tyler Shuck did go to the Saints. Okay.
I
Yeah.
thought Milrow was gonna go there.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, the Steelers only drafted basically defense. But yeah, the fact that Tyler Shuck got drafted before Shador Sanders. Wow.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't think him falling had anything to do with talent. I think it's just him. Like they have um I don't have it, man. But it was an article I read that was written March 4th, basically saying that one guy spoke to two teams independently, and they said similar things about Shador Sanders. That he was disinterested, didn't really want to be there, had a bad interview, but everybody loved Cam Ward.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me think it's like he didn't do anything at the combine, right?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do anything at the combine, and you have bad um interview, and you have an attitude as if you're like the end all be all number one, right? Now,
Mm-hmm.
Deion Sanders, there's only one Deion, one of one. Marvin Harrison Jr. Dog, he was
Like
we
Marvin
we
Harrison Sr. Really?
he like we knew Marvin Harrison Jr. was going to the league his freshman year. Like, oh, that's a freshman?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
exactly.
Yeah, all right. Yep. It's same thing
Mhm.
with Trevor Lawrence. We knew Trevor Lawrence was gonna be the number one pick day one. Shador was not like that, but he had an
True.
attitude as if, I ain't doing this.
Right. The
Especially when,
13 and the 13 and 12 resume doesn't help either.
right now, his stats do look okay, but at the same time, we saw him playing against BYU in that playoff game, and he looked lost, completely lost. He looked like Josh Allen's first playoff game, where I was like, "Yo, what are
Yeah.
you doing?" So
Or even that game against Nebraska.
yeah,
He looked terrible in that game too.
against Nebraska.
Nebraska dropped 40 on him.
So he has been in interviews putting down his teammates, which you can never do in any sport.
Correct.
So it was like, all right. And we kind of went through the list like a couple times ago, like a couple episodes ago. Which team needs a quarterback? No, but yes, no, 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 not really.
Hmm.
No, no,
And,
next
and
year.
and basically, once you got to a certain point, all the rest were no's.
Yep, they were none, not even close, not even looking at one.
Yep.
So the fact was like this year was a lot of teams where it's like, all right, we're gonna roll with what we have, and if it doesn't work, then we know we're gonna put stuff around. Like Trevor Lawrence, if he doesn't play well this year, he gone. That's it. So
True.
and then like the Raiders, they got Gino, right? Gino's is like a long term thing. He's good now before that quarterback draft. So people just gonna wait, and that's what happened. People just waited.
I know Gino better than Aiden O'Connell. I'm sorry, Raiders fans, just to pick on you. But yeah,
So for them
absolute point
having
though.
for them having the sixth pick, they could have easily been like, "Oh, we'll just get a quarterback." Nah, let's get the best running back that we can
Hmm.
and keep it moving. So yeah,
Josh Jacobs still on the Raiders?
nah, Josh Jacobs went to the Packers last
So
year.
I don't remember hearing his name when the Raiders.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so yeah,
Yep,
that's good. That's a good feel.
the stuff makes sense.
Yeah.
What do we need more of running back?
Mhm.
What about wide receivers? We can find them off the street. We good. Trust me.
especially with Gino throwing the ball. It's not like you're depending on Aiden O'Connell anymore. You got Gino
Yeah,
now.
you got
So
Gino. He'll hold the
so
fort down. And then next year you get a
mhm.
quarterback. So
True. True,
yeah,
true, true.
it's the most easiest, simplest thing in the world. But that's all I got for the draft.
Yeah. I'm going to make a bold statement and I'm gonna go ahead and mark it down here. Well, up here, I guess just to say on the notepad. Saints finished 4-13.
I got them finishing with 5 wins. That's just because you know,
They're in a difficult division, very gimmicky offense. I still don't even know how they're gonna run everything.
mm,
And the entire division, but you got better. Nope, that's four Winskis. But NBA stuff, man.
should we go like
One
series by series?
one, I guess we should just go ahead and just rip the band-aid off. Miami Heat, grand opening, grand closing.
Dog, I've never seen the team say, you know what, I want to go home immediately. I don't know why we're here.
Folks,
They
if y'all didn't see it, the Miami Heat got swept in a 4 game series, and in game 4 they lost by 55. I agree with you.
I've never seen the team say, hey yo, we getting this playoff bonus and that's it. I'm not doing this no more. I'm out, yo.
Here's what's worse. Since it was a 4-0 sweep, one, the Cavs looked healthy in that series. Then now they're getting extra rest. Is At this point, is there any kind of a threat for them not at least making the conference finals, considering the side of the bracket they're on?
I'm,
Or I should say we can go series by series
oh, I'm
now.
sorry. Wait. Cleveland beat them without Garland. I just gonna put that out there. Garland didn't play.
Correct.
Garland did not play.
Play. And they
And they
lost
beat the
and the
brakes off
Heat
the.
lost by 55 without Garland playing.
Oh, Mobley only had 17 points. It was a systematic ass whooping, man. They just destroyed that team, yo.
Exactly. Um, wait, what is the 4-5 in the East?
4-5 in the East. That's Pacers and Bucks. Yeah, Giannis
Oh,
gone, man.
So it's Cavaliers Pacers now.
Yep.
Oh, okay. That's gonna be a fun series. Um, but yeah, I guess we can go series by series now. Since we said Bucks Pacers, how'd you feel about that finish? Did you see the game?
I did. And I kind of lost hope whenever Dame tore his Achilles because as soon as it happened, I said, "Oh, that's Achilles." The way he was grabbing his heel, and I said,
Yeah.
"It's over." You know what? I knew it was over when they got Kuzma,
Mm.
and some people said I was crazy. I said Kuzma's trash. I said PJ Washington trash. Look, just listen to me. All dudes play video games, watch anime, watch sports. These guys are trash, yo.
Um,
Terrible.
so for those that don't know, let me explain the the relevance of why I asked how you feel about the finish. For one, at one point the Milwaukee Bucks were leading by 20 points. The Pacers walked them down. For two, with seconds to go in regulation, the Pacers forced overtime, even though the Bucks were up 7. In overtime, the Bucks were up 8 with about 45 seconds to go and had 3 very egregious errors that led to basically all of them turning into baskets for the Indiana Pacers, including I don't know why you jump in the air and try to jump pass when you're getting trapped,
Mhm.
but the Bucks were only up 1, and AJ Green tried to like jump pass in like a panic because he was getting trapped over to Gary Trent Jr., which by the way played a fantastic game. I believe he hit 5 3-pointers back to back and uh ended up finishing the game with like 36 or something like that. Um, AJ Green tried to jump pass in a panic to Gary Trent, and Gary Trent was not ready for the ball yet. So of course the ball just goes right through his hands and out of bounds. And it sets up the inbounding situation for the Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton, of course, very smart, just inbounds the ball, kind of gauges everything with the time running down. By the time the ball is inbounded, there's only 10 and a half seconds left. Crosses up Giannis, lays the ball up. It goes in. Pacers are up 1 with only like 1 second left. And since there's no timeouts left, obviously Hail Mary shot. Um, team teams in that kind of a situation. Here's the relevance for y'all, America. This was a historic collapse. Teams in that situation, by that situation, I mean leading by 7 or more in the final 40 seconds of the game. Since 1997, teams were undefeated. They were 1,609 wins to 0 losses in that situation. So now they are the only team to have lost a game when they were up 7 or more, which, by the way, is still a 3-score game in basketball. They were up 7 or more in both regulation and overtime. All they had to do is be smart, move the
Hey
ball.
man, they gotta fire Glenn, man. They gotta fire Glenn. Ever since he became the coach of that team, it's been like if it wasn't for Giannis just saying, okay, we're not losing today. Nah, like where do you think Giannis is going? The Lakers?
I would hate to say super team, but yes, that's a possibility. Uh, uh, hey, bring him to Dallas. We'll take him.
Oh no, man.
You imagine him and Daniel Gafford?
Like the fact that I think the whole thing with Luca is probably putting the bad taste in people's mouths about going there.
It definitely is. It also doesn't help that Nico Harrison stated he didn't realize how important he was to the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, that's yeah. I think I'm starting to think that he's just taking the fall for it. I think all of them wanted him out
Hey, the,
because then like the
the
owners say,
Mavericks
"Hey man, how
versus
come you didn't tell me about this? What are you talking about?"
the Mavericks versus the Lakers late in the season, there were Mavericks fans chanting, like getting together and chanting "Fire Nico" on the way into the
Fire
stadium.
Nico.
Yeah, but back to Bucks Pacers. So you see the scuffles after the game.
I saw him in not Giannis's dad. Who was it? Halliburton's dad came
Tyrese
on the court.
Halliburton said,
Yeah, man, he should got punched all in his face, yo. It's like
for real.
one, you're a fan. Two, you walk in and then if Giannis would cop back and unload on the old dude, why not?
He would have been going to the king, bro. He would have seen the king that night. Upper room. You don't need a ticket, and we ain't got no brakes on this train. All right, he would have
He
been
might be
going.
banned from courtside now.
There's a lot of notion of at least banning him from the rest of the postseason too,
Banned him permanently. Yeah.
because of what he was over there starting. Um, the other hurtful part is imagine it from Tyrese Halliburton's side.
Yeah, because he didn't
Now
know.
he's got to he's the star athlete on the Pacers, and now he's got to speak up for his dad.
Hmm.
I like the fact that Giannis kind of humbled himself and just kind of backed off from the situation.
He should have
Uh,
rocked that old dude, yo.
yeah, I'm about to say a lot of things could have went worse in that situation. I also like Tyrese Halliburton's comments. However, Tyrese Halliburton should not be in the situation to have to make said comments about his father.
Uh-huh.
The child should not have to check the parent. That's come on, man. Man, that's like going to like a college basketball game and then like some parent that is hyped that their student athlete child is doing well and then might end up winning the national championship. That's like them trying to live their dream, their former dream through their child. It's like, no, this ain't your life anymore. You have to think some actions that you do, especially considering how popular this athlete is, some actions that you do affect them. It's gonna be a weird situation for Cavs and Cavs and Pacers.
No, it wouldn't. It's gonna be ass whooping. It's gonna be a flat out ass whooping. He can be sitting down. Yeah, he
So
better.
I'm talking about if in some world the Pacers win,
Oh
and
yeah,
then
yeah. All right.
the dad does that to Donovan Mitchell or
You
like
know what?
Jared Allen. You know they're not going for that.
Can you rewind exactly what you said? You said in some world, right? That they win.
You see the shirt, all right.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say which
MCU.
universe are you? This is not 616. Ain't no way, fam. They about to,
There's a universe that Rogue has children. Okay, like you see
yo.
the shirt.
How I've never seen Miles Turner play like that in my life. I was like, hey, yo, drug test him. They about to, nah, he got to deal with Mobley and Allen. Nope,
Yeah,
nah,
and Miles Turner gets emotional easily too.
yep.
So I feel like that frustration might end up throwing his game off. But I
Mhm.
was saying if it did happen, and like one, if they don't ban Tyrese's dad, and that happen, and he's up in here getting in the face of like Jared Allen and Donovan Mitchell. They're not going to be as humble as Giannis. That's what I was saying.
You know, I
So
think
it's going to
basketball
be
players
even
should start
worse
swinging on him.
repercussions.
I think they should start swinging on him.
Well, Jared Allen definitely will.
Why not? Like just because like fans get too like emotional. Like, man,
Mm-hmm.
they work out for a living. You go to work for a living.
Right.
They don't. Okay.
But besides that, let's go with the series by series. Do you want to dip a bit into round two as well, or
Oh, not yet.
because I'm about to say I was like we could just finish up round one if you want.
Yeah, because I think round two should be all starting when we start back.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. We're on the western side, right? No, no, we're not. Knicks and the Pacers. Knicks and the Pistons. I think Pistons are gonna win it, but
I have an odd feeling that the Pistons are going to come back and win this thing.
me too.
And no disrespect to Jalen Brunson. No disrespect to Mitchell Robinson. He has been great all series as well. And who's the other player? Anunoby. No disrespect to OG Anunoby because he's been great all series as well. Josh Hart has been a competitor, although he's been getting into a lot of early foul trouble.
Oh yeah.
I feel
Undersized
like
power
the
forward.
two main things that's going to cripple the Knicks is Karl Anthony Towns and fatigue. If that makes sense. Because for one, Tom Thibodeau is running some of these players a little bit too long. I saw a box score where he had 6 players with a DNP in the box score. I was like, what you out here running a 8 or
Cardio.
9 man rotation? So he's running a lot of these players so hard. In fact, I don't know if you knew stat line wise, Jalen Brunson has the Jalen Brunson's ranked first in usage percentage. Now imagine if this series
In the
goes
league?
7. Yes.
Oh yeah, he's about to break down.
That's what I'm
Yep.
about to say. I was like, now imagine
Yeah.
if this
The
goes
longer
7 games and you need him
hmm
in a clutch situation.
the longer this goes, there we
The
go.
fact that he beats out Joker and SGA, that you
Joker
know he's
don't
been running too hard.
you can play Joker all day because he don't move.
Well, yeah, true.
But
he just
Joker
uh,
doesn't move, but he's
uh,
everywhere. I do not understand it.
assist. What?
'Cause he
uh,
will get a rebound and launch that ball across the whole court. Alley oop.
and I'm not gonna lie. Again, no disrespect from Jalen Brunson, because I mean he used to play for the Mavericks, and I mean he a hard worker. That's my boy. I would actually like to see the Pistons get to the second round for the first time since '09. So let's see it. I can agree with you. I feel like the Pistons. I feel like it is probably going to have to go the whole series, or the Pistons win on their home floor. But hey, I can see it. Actually, no, I think the Knicks are up 3 something, right? Or is that one tied?
It's 3-2.
Yeah, so it is going to have to go the whole distance then. But yeah, I can still see it.
Yeah. Celtics and Magic ain't never see that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, ain't never see. I mean, like, it wasn't as bad as the Cavs and Heat. They were actually fighting, but ain't see. Grizzlies and Thunder ain't nothing to see here either.
Also, nothing to see.
Nope, we good. Nuggets and Clippers, interesting series.
You feel like that's going to go 7?
I don't. I think the Nuggets are gonna finish that tonight. No, I think
Okay,
Nuggets gonna finish it that tomorrow.
okay. I must say,
Lakers,
I've seen a lot of fight out of the Clippers.
yeah, I do. I'm just worried about Kawhi Leonard because he's been playing normal, which makes me feel a little weird. How long is this gonna last? I'm not saying I hopefully he doesn't get hurt, but it is
Yeah,
weird to see now.
yeah.
Next we got Lakers and Timberwolves, a fun series to watch because Ant-Man, like we have said this before, Ant-Man is the next great shooting guard.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan, Kobe, Dwayne Wade, Ant-Man. And he is like giving LeBron problems, yo.
Well,
Annoying him
one,
the whole
LeBron's
time.
starting to get old. That fatigue is really setting in something different because he's 40.
Yeah. And it's like usually people aren't as physical with LeBron. Like he's touching them and hitting them the whole game
Mm-hmm.
and talking trash.
Kendrick Perkins actually touched on this. It was like you're going to have, because of LeBron's age, we get his overall physicality, but the big men that they are putting on you, that Minnesota's putting on you, that level of physicality is going to wear you out quicker than what you think. Plus, you being 40, like
Nas Reed.
it's
Ding ding
like
ding 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 ding.
so. JJ Redick's going to have to figure something out rotation wise to at least get LeBron a little bit of rest here and there.
His dumbass played all
And
them 48 minutes. Are you stupid? Are you high? These folks are older than you. What are you doing?
showing that he has no coaching experience. Oh, did I
Ding
say
ding ding
that
ding
out
ding.
loud?
Oh no, we said that several times, several months ago.
So yeah, if he don't figure that out, they lose this series. Minnesota's going to the next round, and I honestly can see it.
Hey, fam, I
Shooting
know
out
it's a problem that
100.
Draymond got more points than anybody on the Warriors right now.
How?
He has 5. He is 100% from the field. Yeah, they gonna lose. They
And
gonna lose.
watch him still finish with a triple single. But
Fact.
and then speaking of that series, who do you think gets that one? Because I think that's the only one we didn't touch on.
If the Warriors don't close it out today, Rockets.
My problem with the Rockets, I'll slightly agree with you. My problem with the Rockets is that they can't shoot the dang basketball.
They can't, but I think with a young team that plays hard and is physical, kind of the same thing with the Lakers right now. And oh, it's starting to show too that I guess Luka may not fit on today's Lakers,
Mm-hmm.
but I think they're gonna put stuff around him next year, which I think LeBron may be done.
Oh God, I just thought of that because you said, where could Giannis end up if he decides to leave Milwaukee? God, you imagine Giannis and Luka,
Mhm.
that team finishing as the 2 seed.
Uh, Records. Next, last, that's it. No, oh, that's it. Yep.
I'm gonna say, yeah, that was the last series.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool. Well,
that'd be some interesting matchups too,
hmm
because it would be what Rockets and whoever comes out of 3-6. Who's 3?
3-6 is Lakers and Timberwolves.
Yeah,
Yeah, so either
Rockets and Timberwolves. Ooh, two young teams.
I think either any combination would be fun to watch in those four.
And then
Because let's say
yeah,
if the Lakers
Thunder
and
waiting
Warriors
on
win,
Nuggets.
this
Clippers.
would be the last time we're gonna see probably Steph and LeBron play against each other in the playoffs.
True.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess that's it, people.
Nice little quick recap, man. But hey,
Yeah.
man, I'm actually interested in these round 2 matchups. Now that you bring that up, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Man,
Round two
two
is where
next
it's at
round, man.
in the NBA.
Y'all know what we say, man. Y'all stay fly and y'all keep on sipping.
Yeah, wash your hands.
Please wash your hands.